Now, I just realized this recently, but the essential part, the most essential part to making a great guitar beat is this. Yo, Wagwan, hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a guitar trap beat for Lil Keed. So if you want to make Lil Keed type beats, or maybe Young Thug type beats, Gunna type beats, that sort of stuff, this video is going to help you out a lot. Be sure to watch through to the end. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Jay Carteret from jcarteret.com, teaching you how to be better at music, online business, and online marketing. This is the #1 spot for musicians and creatives that don't want to be starving artists. So if that sounds like you, click on that subscribe button, check out the rest of the content on the channel, because you're gonna love it here, guaranteed. Now, my question of the day is, what is your favorite Lil Keed song? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down one of my recent beats, but this beat was made in inspiration and kind of remaking, you know, kind of remaking but not remaking, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it used the inspiration, the same kind of rhythm from a Lil Keed song, and then we changed it up a little bit. Now, that Lil Keed song is called Hair, and it was on his recent album Trapped Out in Cleveland. I think that's what it's called, Trapped Out in Cleveland, something like that. And I really like this song. I really like it. I like the vibe, I liked the guitar progression, and let me just play you a little bit of the song, and then we're going to get into how it was made, and I'll give you some insights into how you can do it yourself and how you can make beats like this. So let's loop back that. I think that's probably enough. You know what, let's give you the breakdown into the chorus as well. Let's just play this back. This is called Ray Cookie. Okay, that's enough. Although I did forget to add this chord pad over here, or chord up. Let's do the chord pad. Let's see what it sounds like. Yeah, that's generally what I'd have in the second verse, or not the second verse, the second half of the verse, but I must have forgot it the first time round, so a little bit of an edit there. But that is the basics of the song. If you go back and listen to Lil Keed Hair, obviously I'm not going to play it in this video because I don't want to get copyright claimed or copyright striked, even worse. But that's basically, you know, the type of vibe that they got. It's like dun 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 dun. It's in a different key. I believe it's in A minor. For this beat, I picked F sharp minor because I was just like, I had been making a lot of beats in G sharp minor, and I decided let's change it up. And honestly, I'm really liking F sharp minor. It's probably going to be one of my new go-to keys for now because I'm really liking the vocal range that I've got in there. But let's start with playing back the original melody in FL keys. I think that'll be interesting. And before that, let's start with the tempo. Now, the tempo is very, very important in making these guitar beats. It's one of the most important elements, and it's something that I was missing for a little while. I was making my guitar beats generally from 140 to 160, just like I'd normally make a trap beat. But I've since found that making a beat at around 125, so like you could go 120 to 130, around there, you're just gonna have great results. You're gonna have really great laid back swinging guitar beats, and this is the type of vibe you want to go for when you're making that Gunna type beat, that Lil Keed type beat, that Young Thug type beat. Sometimes you want to go from 140 to 160 and, you know, play around over there, but 125, you're gonna make a lot of heat there. So this is the original melody. Let's quickly play this back in FL keys. It's a few chords, but we're leading into the chords by using notes from the chords. So as you can see, first we got one. This is the one chord. Then we've got the 3 chord. It's 1 3 6 as I noted up there. So we're leading into the chord from like just going up, and then we're going up, and then we're going up. It's very, very simple. And let's play it back. And that is it. Now, I could have added some accent notes on top, but I decided not to. I decided to keep it super simple and not get in the way so that I could just do everything, like all the experimental stuff with my vocals. Now, the first instrument we've got is, of course, ample guitar. So let's play this back. Now, I used a different method for ample guitar this time. Usually what I do is I'd pitch it up and then I'd pitch it down later, but I just decided to use the original tones of ample guitar. And also in my EQ, I gave it a lot more high end than I usually do. So as you can see, we're only cutting to around 10k basically. It's 9.1, but let's say around 10k. So this is what ample guitar sounds like. Okay, come on, ample guitar, don't fail me now. Don't take up all the CPU. Let's play it back. Here we've got some effect type noises like that for the strums. We've got this little string, and then we've got more, so it just sounds like we're strumming it. Another thing that I recently found out with ample guitar, when I was doing my review, I don't know if I used this. Yeah, you can go to the Strum Library. See, beforehand all I was using was the finger library, but the Strum Library, when you're using like full chords and you want it to be strummed and stuff like that, use the Strum Library and it's going to sound so much better. Oh my god, it sounds amazing compared to the finger library when you're trying to do the exact same thing. So definitely explore with the different libraries. Okay, so that's the basics. That's the melody down. This is the basic melody, and then after we've got the melody, you know how it goes. If you watch any of my other videos, you know the next thing we've got is the ARP. So let's play back the ARP. Now, I do believe I pitched this up and then pitched it down. I'm not 100% sure. Let's listen back to the ARP in the song and check it out. Nah, it's basically the same octave, so I didn't pitch this down and pitch it up, but I did add like RC20 and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not going to go through all the plugins because that's not necessary. I've done that like so many times at this point. But generally, we've got EQ, RC20. Also, for the verse, we've just added some halftime to the original ample guitar, and then this is what we got. Of course, we pitched it up beforehand so that it's all at the same octave, and that's how we got the verse melody. Next, we've got the chord pad, and this is what that sounds like. And this is actually a whole octave above where it ended up because I did pitch this down. Now, obviously I added RC20 and EQ and all that sort of stuff to this, but all of this is rooted through my guitar trap beat template, which link down below. I'll go to jcarterray.com/guitar trap FL, and that will have your beats half mixed before you even get to the mixing stage. It has all the EQ and all that sort of stuff, so you don't really need to worry about that. You will need to add, you know, the RC20 and halftime and all that sort of stuff and anything you want for some extra processing. But this gets you to a great starting point and just has everything sounding great. So this is the chord pad. Let's play this back at the octave it was meant to be in. Now you might maybe wonder, where did these chords come from? And these chords are just the chords that we've used in the actual melody. All we did was move everything over to the left so it all hits on the bar and just elongate out the notes and turn them into chords. And then here we've got, you know, a little bit of a transition into the first chord again, which I quite like the sound of. So that's that. Next instrument we've got is the synth bass, which is just following the bass notes of the chords, and this is what that sounds like. And this is using the Growler Moog bass from Omnisphere. Also for our ARP, we are using the same ARP that I always use. I'm blanking on what it's called now. Let's just open it up, even though Omnisphere is going to slow up everything. Please don't crash. Please don't crash for me. Astral Visions 1. Yes, that is the ARP that I used. And the pad that I used was Airy and Wet Flutes, but I turned off the air part and added some RC20. So that is all the instruments. Next we have the drums. And should I go through each drum one by one? I don't know, maybe that will help you out. Maybe it is. So first we got the clap and the snare and all that sort of stuff, which is basically all on, you know, mixed together. So let's actually go to the song to play this back, because I think that will give you a better understanding of what's going on here. So let's just grab that. And you know how it is, it's on the third bar. Let's not stay on that for too long. And then with the hi-hats, which is something interesting, what we've done is we go to snap to third step, and we've just now and again we've gone down like this. So let's actually add this into our little recipe here, and you can hear what's going on. And I like to add these little rolls here, which basically is just me adding like one note next to a note that's already there, and it just becomes a little roll like that. And then here we've got a 4-beat roll, a 4-note roll basically. So let's listen back one more time. And I like the way that this comes back into the start of the hi-hat rolls. So that's very nice, very nice. And in the actual Hair song, they do have hi-hat rolls rolling down in pitch. So that is definitely something you probably want to check out. I've also randomized the hi-hat rolls so that it pans from left to right, and the volume is randomized all throughout. If you haven't watched any of my other videos that show you how to do that, go and watch them. But what you can also do is go to my free course that teaches you how to make a beat from scratch. Link down below, or go to jcarterray.com/free trap course, and that's going to help you out a lot. Next, we've got a perk. So let's just add this. No, this is not the perk. This is the open hat. My bad. And that's just coming before a clap here and there. Next, we've got a snare. So let's hear that. So that's how that's set up. It's generally before the clap, and then we've got one in the middle of two claps. two in the middle of two claps, which just swings from one clap to the next one. And if I haven't shown you how to do that before, generally you want to leave 3 spaces between them. And basically this is where the clap hits. So that should give you some insight into how to make that happen. Then we got the 808. So let's go into the 808. And the 808 is very, very simple. Do we have 2 808s? Nah, I believe we just use this throughout the whole thing. So this is the 808. And then we've added some R bass onto that just to bring out those tones a little bit more. And then we've got a kick, which just adds a little bit more sauce to our drum beat. And this is that. And then if we bring everything back in, this is what you get. Beautiful stuff. This is one of my favorite beats. I've already started writing a song to it, which I think is going to be very, very nice. And yeah, I showed you the synth bass and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that is the beat. That's how it's done. Very, very simple, very, very straightforward. You know, starting with chords, but instead of having the chords hit straight away, you move into the chords using the chord notes. And let me quickly go back to Ample Guitar so you can kind of see exactly where things hit a little bit. So they're hitting on like 0.2 of the bar. So this would be 1, then 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So the chord is hitting on 0.2. So as you can see, it's like the first point 1.1 is moving into the chord, it hits on 1.2. Then next we got 2.1 moving into the chord, hitting on 2.2, then 2.3 moving into the chord, hitting on 2.4. So that is the rhythm, and it worked pretty well. Try it out, see how it works in your beats. And don't forget to join my free course that teaches you how to make a beat from scratch. Link down below, or go to jcarterae.com/free trap course. That's going to show you the exact process with my easy 9-step trap beat making formula that will take you from nothing to a fully fledged trap beat from absolute scratch. So definitely go and check that out. Now, if you got any questions or any other tutorials you want me to make next, let me know in the comment section down below. And in the next video, you're going to learn more about music, online business, and online marketing. I'll see you there. Peace out.